Implementation of Community Notes in 2024, a comprehensive report. Date, February 14, 2025. Executive Summary. The implementation of Community Notes in 2024 marks a pivotal advancement in user-driven verification protocols across digital platforms. This initiative is meticulously structured around 4 critical phases supported by a budget allocation of $1.8 million. The primary aim is to enhance community participation in verifying information, thereby improving the accuracy and reliability of content shared online. Phases of implementation. 1. Planning and design. The first phase involves establishing a comprehensive framework for community notes. Key stakeholders including developers, community representatives, and subject matter experts will collaborate to define the following. Objectives, clear goals for what Community Notes aims to achieve. Focusing on reliability and user engagement. User interface design, crafting an intuitive interface that encourages user participation while being accessible to a diverse audience. Verification standards, setting the criteria for how information will be verified and what constitutes reliable content. This phase is crucial as it lays the groundwork for the project and ensures alignment among all stakeholders. 2. Development and testing. Once the planning phase is complete, the project transitions into development. This phase includes technical infrastructure, building the back-end systems that will support community notes, ensuring they are scalable and secure. Rigorous testing, conducting extensive tests to identify bugs, ensure security protocols are in place, and confirm that the system is user-friendly. Testing will be iterative, allowing for continuous feedback and refinement before moving to the next phase. 3. Pilot launch. The pilot phase is designed to assess the functionality of community notes in a real-world environment. Key activities include limited rollout, introducing community notes to a select group of users to gather initial feedback. Feedback collection, utilizing surveys and direct user feedback to identify strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement. This phase will be critical in making necessary adjustments based on user experiences before a broader launch. 4. Full implementation. The final phase involves a comprehensive launch of community notes, including complete deployment, making the platform available to all users accompanied by educational resources to guide participation. Ongoing monitoring, establishing mechanisms to monitor user engagement, assess the effectiveness of verification processes, and adapt to user needs. This phase ensures that Community Notes remains responsive to community dynamics and evolving misinformation challenges. Budget allocation. The $1.8 million budget is strategically allocated to various facets of the implementation process. Technology development, funding for the technical infrastructure and software development. Marketing, resources to promote community notes and encourage user participation. Community outreach, initiatives aimed at engaging users and educating them about the verification process. Ongoing maintenance, financial support for system upkeep, updates, and user support services. This budget reflects a commitment to fostering a robust community-driven verification system. Use cases and data. The initiative draws insights from successful implementations of user-driven verification systems on platforms like Wikipedia and Reddit. Wikipedia, community editing has led to improved content accuracy, with studies showing that active engagement decreases misinformation prevalence. Reddit, the platform relies on community moderation, demonstrating that user involvement can effectively manage content quality. Data from these platforms reinforce the potential effectiveness of community notes in enhancing the reliability of online information. Common key points across sources. 1. User engagement. The success of community notes hinges on active user participation in the verification process. 2. Technology integration. Robust technical solutions are essential to support user contributions and ensure security. 3. Budget transparency. Clear communication regarding budget allocation is vital for building trust with users and stakeholders. Differences between sources. Despite a consensus on the four-phase approach and budget specifics, some sources diverge on the implementation timeline. Aggressive timeline. Some reports advocate for rapid deployment to capitalize on current user engagement trends. Measured approach. Other sources emphasize the importance of user feedback during the pilot phase, suggesting a more cautious rollout. Timeline of events. Q1 2024, initiation of the planning and design phase. Engaging stakeholders in framework development. Q2 2024, commencement of the development and testing phase, focusing on creating a secure platform. Q3 2024, pilot launch to a limited user base to gather feedback on functionality and user experience. Q4 2024, full implementation of community notes, establishing ongoing support and monitoring mechanisms. Conclusion. The implementation of community notes in 2024 represents a transformative step towards enhancing the accuracy and reliability of information shared across digital platforms. By adopting a structured community-driven approach supported by a strategic budget, this initiative aims to empower users to take an active role in verifying content. Through its phased rollout and commitment to user engagement, Community Notes is poised to significantly impact the landscape of online information sharing. For further inquiries, please refer to the project documentation and stakeholder communications. The implementation of Community Notes in 2024 is indeed anticipated to be a transformative step in enhancing user-driven verification protocols across digital platforms. However, there are several counterintuitive aspects to consider regarding this initiative. 1. User engagement not always predictive of success. While the initiative emphasizes user engagement as a cornerstone for the success of Community Notes, it is often the case that increased user interaction does not directly correlate with improved information accuracy. For example, platforms like Wikipedia have seen varying degrees of success based on the engagement levels of committed users versus casual contributors. This suggests that merely encouraging user participation may not suffice. The quality and expertise of the engaged users are equally critical. 2. Potential for misinformation amplification. The reliance on community input for verification could inadvertently lead to the amplification of misinformation rather than its reduction. If a vocal minority of users dominate the conversation, their perspectives may skew the verification process, leading to biases. This phenomenon is illustrated in various online forums where misinformation can gain traction through persuasive but inaccurate arguments, challenging the narrative that community-driven models are inherently superior in curbing falsehoods. 3. The budget allocation transparency versus user trust. The initiative's budget of $1.8 million is highlighted as a means to foster trust through transparency. However, it is counterintuitive to assume that budget transparency alone will translate into increased user trust. Users often look for results and effectiveness rather than just clear communication about funding. If the implementation fails to deliver tangible results, or if users perceive mismanagement of funds, trust can erode regardless of how transparently the budget is communicated. 4. Complexity of technology integration. The initiative emphasizes the necessity for robust technical solutions to support user contributions. However, the complexity involved in integrating such systems can often lead to user frustration rather than engagement. If the technology is perceived as cumbersome or unintuitive, it may deter participation even among those who are motivated to contribute. The expectation that technology will simplify user contributions may not hold true if the system is not designed with the user experience in mind. 5. The pilot programs as a double-edged sword. The pilot launch phase is designed to gather user feedback and identify issues before full implementation. However, there's a counterintuitive risk that the results from a small pilot group may not accurately reflect the broader user base's needs or behaviors. If the pilot group is not representative, the insights gained might lead to misguided adjustments that could hinder the overall effectiveness of the community notes system once fully implemented. 6. Overshadowing established community models. The initiative aims to create a new framework for community-driven verification, potentially overshadowing existing models that have already proven effective, such as those used by Wikipedia and Reddit. This could lead to fragmentation of efforts and resources, where the focus on developing a new system could detract from optimizing or supporting existing platforms that already facilitate user-driven verification. 7. Assumption of user motivation. There is an underlying assumption that users are motivated to engage in the verification process out of a sense of civic duty or community responsibility. However, studies have shown that many users are driven by personal interest, entertainment, or social interaction rather than a commitment to information accuracy. The initiative may struggle if it fails to tap into these intrinsic motivations, leading to lower participation rates than anticipated. 8. Scalability issues. The phased approach suggests a methodical rollout. Yet the scalability of community-driven models can be problematic. What works in a pilot phase or within a limited group may not translate effectively to a larger audience. The dynamics of user interaction can change significantly when moving from a small test group to a full-scale implementation, leading to unforeseen challenges. These counterintuitive aspects highlight the complexities and potential pitfalls associated with the implementation of community notes. While the initiative represents a promising direction for improving online information verification, it is essential to navigate these challenges carefully to achieve the desired outcomes. The implementation of community notes in 2024 is a pivotal initiative aimed at enhancing user-driven verification protocols across online platforms. While the report outlines the 4 critical phases and the $1.8 million budget allocation, there are several important aspects that many might overlook. Here, I will highlight these overlooked elements and explain their significance. 1. Stakeholder collaboration in the planning phase. The report emphasizes the planning and design phase but may not fully convey the weight of stakeholder collaboration. This phase is not merely about defining objectives in user interface designs, it is about forging partnerships with various stakeholders, including developers, community representatives, and even potential critics of the initiative. Significance: engaging a diverse group of stakeholders ensures a more inclusive design process. By incorporating feedback from a range of perspectives, the initiative can address potential biases or blind spots that may arise if only a homogeneous group is involved. This collaborative approach can foster greater trust among users as they see their input reflected in the final product. Additionally, it enhances the initiative's adaptability, allowing for adjustments based on community needs and concerns. 2. User feedback mechanisms during pilot launch. The pilot launch phase is crucial for assessing the effectiveness of community notes, yet the report might downplay the importance of robust user feedback mechanisms. It mentions gathering user feedback but does not specify how this feedback will be collected, analyzed, and incorporated into the system. Significance: establishing clear, structured feedback mechanisms is vital for the success of any pilot program. Without these systems, valuable insights from users could be lost or underutilized. Including features such as surveys, direct outreach to participants, and analytics to gauge user interactions can lead to actionable intelligence that informs future iterations of the community notes system. This phase is not just about testing the technology, it's also about understanding user experience preferences and pain points. 3. Ongoing monitoring and adaptability post-implementation. The report briefly mentions ongoing monitoring and support after the full implementation of community notes, but it does not elaborate on what this will entail. Significance: continuous monitoring is essential for the long-term success of the initiative. This requires a proactive approach that not only tracks the usage and effectiveness of the community notes system but also identifies emerging trends in misinformation and user behavior. Being adaptive and responsive to changes in the digital landscape can help the initiative remain relevant and effective. Additionally, establishing a feedback loop where users can continuously provide input can help refine the system over time, ensuring that it evolves with the community's needs. 4. Financial transparency and budget allocation. While the budget allocation of $1.8 million is highlighted, the report does not detail how these funds will be specifically allocated across different areas such as technology development, marketing, and community outreach. Significance: transparency in budget allocation is crucial for building trust with community members and stakeholders. If users can see where the funding is directed, they may feel more assured that resources are being used effectively to enhance the Community Notes initiative. Moreover, this transparency can also attract further investment or support from interested parties who see a well-funded, carefully thought-out project. Clear communication about financial decisions can mitigate skepticism and foster a sense of ownership within the community. 5. Potential impact of user engagement on misinformation. The report mentions data from platforms like Wikipedia and Reddit that demonstrate how user engagement improves information accuracy. However, it may not fully capture the wider implications of user engagement in combating misinformation. Significance: user engagement does not merely improve content accuracy, it can also create a more informed user base. When users actively participate in verifying and curating information, they become more critical consumers of content. This shift can lead to a culture of vigilance against misinformation, where users are more likely to question dubious claims and seek out reliable sources. The ripple effect of this cultural shift can extend beyond the platform itself, fostering a more informed society overall. 6. Technical solutions for user contributions. The report notes the necessity for robust technical solutions to support user contributions but does not specify what those solutions may entail. Significance: the technical infrastructure supporting community notes will determine how easily users can contribute and verify information. Features such as user-friendly interfaces, real-time updates, and intuitive reporting mechanisms are critical for encouraging participation. Moreover, addressing potential security and privacy concerns upfront can help mitigate hesitance from users who may be wary of engaging in online verification processes. The selection and development of these technical solutions are foundational to the initiative's success. 7. Differing perspectives on implementation timeline. The report mentions differing perspectives on the timeline for implementation but does not delve into the implications of these differing opinions. Significance: the timeline for implementation can significantly impact user engagement and system effectiveness. A rushed timeline may lead to a system that is not fully ready for a larger audience, resulting in user frustration or disengagement. Conversely, a prolonged timeline may delay the benefits of the initiative and reduce momentum. Understanding the reasons behind different timelines can provide insights into the priorities of various stakeholders and help in finding a middle ground that balances urgency with thoroughness. Conclusion: the implementation of Community Notes in 2024 is a complex initiative that goes beyond the surface-level phases and budget allocations. By delving into the overlooked aspects such as stakeholder collaboration, feedback mechanisms, financial transparency, and the broader implications of user engagement, we can appreciate the potential impact of this project more fully. These elements are not just procedural, they are critical for fostering trust, ensuring adaptability, and ultimately enhancing the reliability of information shared across digital platforms. As this initiative unfolds, attention to these details will be essential for its success and sustainability in combating misinformation. For most valuable points for in-depth analysis and discussion on the implementation of Community Notes in 2024. 1. User engagement as a critical factor. The success of community notes hinges on active user participation in the verification process. Engaging users not only enriches the content but also fosters a sense of ownership and accountability within the community. Analyzing the mechanisms through which user engagement can be maximized, such as incentivizing contributions, creating user-friendly interfaces, and ensuring clear communication, will be essential. Furthermore, exploring how different demographics interact with the platform can provide insights into tailoring features that encourage diverse participation. 2. Phased implementation strategy. The structured four-phase approach: planning and design, development and testing, pilot launch, and full implementation allows for iterative learning and adaptation, which is crucial for the success of any technological initiative. Analyzing each phase in detail, particularly the feedback mechanisms during the pilot launch, can illuminate how real-world user experiences shape the final product. This examination can also include case studies from similar initiatives to highlight potential pitfalls and best practices in phased rollouts. 3. Budget allocation and transparency. The allocation of a $1.8 million budget to the development, marketing, and maintenance of community notes underscores the initiative's importance. A detailed discussion of how this budget will be distributed across various components, e.g., technology versus outreach, can provide insights into the priorities of the project. Additionally, exploring the significance of budget transparency in building trust with users and stakeholders can be a critical point of discussion. How the budget aligns with projected outcomes and user engagement metrics can also reveal the effectiveness of financial investments in community-driven initiatives. 4. Technology integration and security considerations. The development of a robust technical infrastructure is vital for the success of community notes. Exploring the technological frameworks that will support user contributions, including data security, privacy measures, and scalability, is crucial. A thorough analysis of potential technical challenges, such as misinformation propagation risks, user verification processes, and the integration of artificial intelligence tools for content moderation, can provide a comprehensive understanding of the complexities involved in implementing a user-driven verification system. Additionally, examining existing platforms that have successfully navigated these challenges can yield valuable lessons for community notes. In summary, these 4 points: user engagement, phased implementation strategy, budget allocation, and transparency and technology integration, offer a comprehensive framework for analyzing the initiative's potential impact and effectiveness in enhancing user-driven verification protocols in 2024. Each point can lead to a deeper exploration of the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead, contributing to a more informed discussion on the future of online information sharing. 1. The development of Wikipedia. 2001 present. Wikipedia, launched in 2001, operates on a model of user-generated content, relying heavily on community engagement for information verification. The platform allows users to edit articles, and these changes are continuously monitored by both automated systems and human editors. This collaborative approach has led to a vast repository of knowledge, though it has faced challenges related to misinformation. Wikipedia's success in harnessing community input for content accuracy aligns closely with the principles behind the implementation of community notes. 2. Reddit's upvote/downvote system. 2005 present. Reddit employs a user-driven voting system that enables community members to upvote or downvote posts and comments. This mechanism helps surface high-quality content while pushing down less credible information. The platform's reliance on user engagement to curate and verify the relevance and accuracy of information has made it a popular example of how community-driven systems can effectively combat misinformation, mirroring the objectives of the Community Notes initiative. 3. Twitter's Birdwatch Project. 2021 present. Birdwatch is an initiative by Twitter that allows users to add context to tweets they believe may be misleading. Community members can create notes that provide additional information about tweets, which are then visible to others. This project emphasizes the role of user participation in verifying information and aims to reduce the spread of misinformation on the platform. Similar to Community Notes, Birdwatch leverages community engagement as a vital component of its strategy to enhance the reliability of information shared online. Future outlook: implementation of Community Notes in 2024. The implementation of Community Notes in 2024 is set to revolutionize the way online platforms handle information verification. As we look toward the future, several predictions can be made regarding the impact of this initiative, its evolution, and the broader implications for digital communication and user engagement. 1. Enhanced user engagement and trust. Prediction: the Community Notes initiative will significantly boost user engagement across platforms, leading to increased trust among users. Rationale: by actively involving users in the verification process, platforms can foster a sense of ownership and responsibility regarding content accuracy. This participatory approach is likely to cultivate a community of informed users who are more inclined to contribute positively, thereby enhancing the overall quality of information. As users see their contributions leading to tangible improvements, trust in the platform will likely increase, creating a virtuous cycle of engagement and reliability. 2. Evolution of verification protocols. Prediction: the verification protocols established in the Community Notes initiative will evolve and adapt based on user feedback and technological advancements. Rationale: the pilot phase in Q3 2024 will provide critical insights into user behavior and the effectiveness of current verification methods. This feedback will be invaluable in refining protocols to better meet user needs. Additionally, advancements in artificial intelligence and machine learning can be integrated into the system, allowing for more sophisticated analyses of submitted notes and enhancing the overall verification process. As a result, the verification system will become more robust and responsive to emerging challenges in information dissemination. 3. Impact on misinformation and disinformation. Prediction: the implementation of Community Notes will lead to a measurable decrease in misinformation and disinformation across digital platforms. Rationale: by empowering users to verify and challenge information collaboratively, the initiative is likely to create a more informed user base that actively seeks to combat misinformation. Historical data from other community-driven platforms suggest that user engagement leads to improved content accuracy. As misinformation is flagged and corrected in real time, the overall quality of discourse on these platforms will improve, leading to a healthier information ecosystem. 4. Standardization of community-driven verification. Prediction: the success of Community Notes may prompt the standardization of community-driven verification protocols across various sectors and platforms. Rationale: if the Community Notes initiative proves effective in enhancing information accuracy and user engagement, other platforms may adopt similar frameworks. This could lead to the establishment of best practices and standardized protocols for community-driven verification, influencing not only social media but also news outlets, educational platforms, and even governmental communication channels. As these standards gain traction, they could redefine the expectations for information reliability online. 5. Fiscal transparency and resource allocation. Prediction: the $1.8 million budget allocation will set a precedent for fiscal transparency in future community-driven initiatives. Rationale: clear communication about budget allocation is crucial for building trust among users and stakeholders. The detailed approach taken in the Community Notes initiative will likely encourage other organizations to adopt similar transparency measures. This could lead to more informed communities that are aware of how resources are allocated and the impact of their contributions, potentially fostering further engagement and support for community initiatives. 6. Broader implications for online communities. Prediction: the Community Notes initiative will catalyze a broader shift toward community-led governance in digital spaces. Rationale: As users become more involved in the verification process, they may demand greater influence over other aspects of platform governance, including content moderation policies and community guidelines. This shift toward user-driven governance could empower communities to shape the environments in which they engage, leading to more equitable and representative digital spaces. The success of community notes may inspire similar movements across different platforms, promoting a culture of collaboration and accountability. Conclusion: the implementation of community notes in 2024 represents a pivotal moment in the evolution of online information verification. By engaging users directly in the verification process, this initiative is poised to enhance trust, reduce misinformation, and foster a culture of accountability in digital spaces. As the project unfolds through its 4 critical phases, the insights gained will not only refine the verification protocols but also set a precedent for future community-driven initiatives. The implications of this project extend beyond individual platforms, potentially reshaping the landscape of online communication and fostering a more informed and engaged user base. The future of digital interaction is poised to become more collaborative, transparent, and reliable, driven by the collective efforts of users committed to improving the quality of information in their communities.